here from the Next Issue Podcast. Today, we are doing a comic book review for something that came out this week on the week of May 26th, 2021. DC Comics released on the 25th, so here I am. Today, we're going to be covering Mr. Miracle, The Swords of Freedom #1, written by Brandon Easton, illustrated by Fico Ossio, colored by Rico Renzi, and lettered by Rob Leigh. This is a different book, so it is not the Mr. Miracle you may be used to. After the events of Future State, which showed in the back of Superman Worlds of War, we get a new Mr. Miracle, whose name is Shiloh Norman. He's the latest person to take up the mantle of Mr. Miracle, and not only that, he also has become that persona that is a celebrity for pulling off death-defying escapes with the help of his sentient mother box. So this is a little bit different, but it's also a little bit very similar to the mantle of Mr. Miracle you may be used to. So there is definitely a lot of high stakes, a lot of stunts, but also something that Brandon Easton and the team approach is how to tackle more serious issues, whether it's current issues with Shiloh being a black man in the United States and a black celebrity. Also, a lot of his personal issues, self-esteem, revealing himself to the crowd, and even tackling how Mr. Miracle is a brand that is kind of controlled by, that kind of has to be handled like a corporation by committee. He has an agent, so like there's a lot going on in this book. I won't go too much into detail because I don't want to spoil it, but I really enjoy the story and the setup for this series. There's a big action sequence, a reveal, and kind of like the hook for the rest of the series, really. But what I do want to talk about is the art. The art also is it's phenomenal. Ossio just kind of he has very dynamic. He has a very dynamic approach to his art. The panels really help with the pacing of the story. The introduction, like all the characters look like they are unique and different. It's very good. It also really lends itself to the action in the issue. Like I mentioned, there are death-defying stunts. There are fights. He's still a superhero. He's a very street-level superhero in the book. That's kind of what he's chosen to do, as opposed to like some kind of big world-ending event. And the art is just kind of elevated by Renzi's colors. The colors are super bright. They are very, very fourth world, and combined with some Kirby crackle here and there, big bombastic sound effects and onomatopoeia throughout the book. It really, really brings a lot of action, a lot of dynamism to the comic. Overall, I really enjoyed this. This is an updated take on a Kirby classic, so you're kind of getting a little bit of the best of both worlds. There are some things that Shiloh he can't escape, even being Mr. Miracle, and this book brings that to the forefront. So I really enjoyed it. I recommend you check this out. This is a new series. It's a really good jumping on point for Mr. Miracle. As you may have heard on the podcast, I love the old Mr. Miracle series, the recent one by Tom King, but this is a new, fresh take on the character, and I'm very excited. So anyways, that's the review. Overall, I would give this 4.5 numerical value, but thumbs up for sure. It's a #1, good #1 for you to pick up if your pull list is a little light this week. Definitely check this out. This is another one of those Infinite Frontier books where DC is kind of reintroducing us to the DC universe. So anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Share, like, comment, subscribe, And let me know what you thought of the book below in the comments. So, thanks everyone. Keep reading comics. Bye.